Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. This is Road to 3000, part 18. I'm International Master, Yuri Sibashvili, and we are trying to reach 3000 rating ELO in Rapid Time Control on CSGO. The current rating is 2643, and we will try our best to gain some rating points, enjoy the process most importantly, and go farther. For those who are new to the channel, don't forget to click like, follow, subscribe, all the good stuff if you enjoy the content, and sign up on modernchess.academy. For the first 100 members only, it will be $10 per month, 26 video courses, over 300 videos about the openings, middle games, end games. You get a general chat, you can communicate with our community, you can ask me the questions, there is a special designated chat for that as well. Within 24 hours you will get a response and a lot of good stuff. So stay tuned, and without further ado, let's get started. Let's see how lucky we will be today. Hello Jesse, Matt, thank you for the follow. Agnosis Botsugeb. Armitamashi Amisha. Rating Giagus. Let's see, so we have 2643. I'll try my best to go over 2650 at least. I think the highest ever on this account we had 2651 if I'm not mistaken. So let's see. Or I'll try to make a longer challenge actually. Perhaps 400, I'm not a big fan of it, let's say, but we might be playing against lower rated players. 2800. 2800 Magnus bot will be difficult to beat, I believe. How old is the account? Well, it's moderate, so let's go with e4. e5, knight f3. Should we play our trademark? a3? Let's change it a little bit. Let's try knight d5 this time. Play blitz, that's better. I will be playing some blitz games as well, but for now I just want to try a couple of times this rapid time control. Good morning, Kay. How are you doing? So we have got bishop c5. Knight d5 is a very tricky move, and in case of bishop c5, you know, I'll try c3, maybe potentially d4 ideas as well. It is a possibility. You can also try to go d3, solidify the center, and follow it with bishop g5 coming up. How is the sound, by the way? Is it okay? Background music? All set? Oritus Roasiantan gamiჭირდება მოგება. იშა. Magnus' bot Oritus Roasiantan ალბათ გაჭირდება. Yep, all set. Perfect. So we go c3. The idea is to go with the d4. In case he takes on e4, he definitely has seen it for the first time. Then I might try to go with d4 later. Actually, I will do it right away. d6 is a bit passive looking approach in my opinion, especially if he takes it, I'll take it back. And potentially we can try some bishop g5 ideas as well. If he takes on d5, I can grab it back with the pawn, because I'm attacking both of the pieces. That should be helpful. Okay, I am up for a choice. I can try to go for this or take here. If I take here, let's say in case of knight d5, d takes c5 will do the job. This check I'll be happy with taking it, so let's just grab the pawn back and maintain pressure on this piece as well. I might try bishop g5 next, depending on how he plays. I'm trying to stream from OBS, but it's asking for a key or permission from TikTok. You do need to. Hey, how many followers do you have? I'll tell you, I have below 1,000 followers. And luckily when I had just like 300 followers, 200 followers, I have got the permission to have the live streams on TikTok. Some of them get it early. 1,600. Okay, then you should be fine. How to get the permission? You should have it actually already. Just check it. Check up online. I don't exactly remember how I did it though, but I'm sure there is an easy guidance on that. And I'm definitely streaming from OBS as well, so... Knight d5. If I take it with the pawn, bishop b4 check is what he needs to do. We go for the trade. Objectively it's fine, but I really would like to take this pawn. It would be more beneficial for me, no doubt. Sorry, I meant the bishop. So let's take it. So we get a bishop pair advantage. I got 1,300 on my main account and they end giving me the key. I have no idea why that happens, guys. So I'm definitely not an expert in that field at all. If you can stream from the TikTok studio, then you should be fine, okay? Currently I'm using a software using Restream.io, and I stream on TikTok, Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. So it is very beneficial. Okay, knight goes back. I can try to make this exchange and weaken his structure even farther. On the other hand, we can go bishop g5 too. How do we play? I think I've got to take this pawn. Let's see. Which variation is best according to you? You meant the opening, I assume. We have the opening in mind with the white pieces, black pieces. It firmly depends. Give me a bit more context, please, so I can answer you better. So if I take it, pawn takes and go for something like bishop d3, so he really would like to trade off the pieces. Padluba Tyson Mike. I can make this exchange, I can activate this as well. I believe I've got to take it. And now we just protect the pawn. If knight b4, we have got this bishop b1, so we are fine. ქართულად რატომ იპასუხე მეთქი უცხოელო ეგონები კაჭკაჭავარ. გაუმარჯოს, როგორ ახარ? გამიხარდა რომ შემოხვე. გიოს უცხოელი არ მეტყვის. So bishop g4. What does he want to do? He just wants to take the knight. That's all he got? Pretty much. I can try to go into this direction. That is one. Another is to try to grab this guy. Which is objectively not bad, but I still want to have the bishop pair, so let's just go bishop f4. But the problem with TikTok Studio that you can't make the board vertical. I've never used TikTok Studio, okay? So as I mentioned, my layout looks like this. Design is set up in OBS, and I use Restream.io. I have a special plugin which I use for the vertical layout. It is free. And for Restream.io, I pay monthly membership. I don't remember how much is it. I think it's $15. And it allows me to stream simultaneously on a couple of social media. Up to 3. So I'm using YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch simultaneously. And that allows me to have the streams. I have entered regular key or whatever TikTok gives, and it worked out smoothly. Is it time to push the pawn forward? He's definitely planning to come down. Maybe then we can try to make some adjustments. Let's push the pawn forward. Oj, Magdalena Vermouth. Rogor Harafte Wyszyński. Okay, we can try to take a knight g5, but it might be too much. On the other hand, I can play knight d2. And potentially f3 ideas and so on, and trying to get some activity going. What's the biggest weakness of 2200 Rapid player on Chess.com? Depends with who they play. If they play against higher rated player, usually they get scared and make some inappropriate decisions. That is one of the big downsides. Yeah, this bishop isn't doing anything, right? It doesn't, but on the other hand, might need to start marching the pawns forward. How about that? Let's bring this rook first here, so I can attack this bishop and maybe start going for pawn pushes. Just one h3, I think he will go here and he will try to exchange. Not on my radar. So let's tuck the bishop back and trying to go for f4 later. Thank you, Bilal Ayat, for the follow. Maybe TikTok allows, I don't know exactly, guys. I'm doing it with OBS and I have the layout. I'm also streaming a landscape mode as well. So OBS allows it, but it sometimes freezes and lags just because my PC is not strong enough to handle it. But other than that, it's fine. Hi, Said. Good afternoon. Go, Marcus Alex. Let's march the pawn forward, shall we? This bishop can get activated from this direction as well. Ah, that's the plan. Now I see. Regardless, I wanted to go here, or I can try here as well, actually. Wait a moment, let's think about it for a second. If I try this, he goes what? a6, I can try to move the rook. I like this option quite a lot. Let's go bishop f2. It was possible to go on this direction as well. Might have been preferable even, but I like this move a lot. I take the pawn. I would like to activate the rook as well. So in 2200, must focus on improving his mentality. Yes, 2200 should be improving the mentality, no doubt. This is one of the key reasons why they don't perform well. h3 also looks good. Yes, he wanted to move the bishop here, so trying to avoid that. Okay, so what should we do now? I think I'm going to grab this pawn. Let's take it. But overall, 2200s do need better understanding of chess. They are quite dangerous players, for my level, I'm saying. But they really need to improve the aspects of positional chess. They frequently struggle, I noticed. And that's the key reason, I would say. And tactical shots sometimes, maybe, but it happens rarely though. They usually see the moves appropriate. How old are you, bro, today? Hello, GM Alert. Doing well. How about you? But you left the knight hanging. Is it fine? Left the knight hanging. I think I'll take it. No need to. You know, his rook was getting trapped, so he couldn't really do much. Nice. We got the win. A rematch. Let's analyze the game first. And then, if he wants to. Лайків своїх одягав мери, Madlova Nico. I saw your channel yesterday for the first time. It seems very educational. Thank you, Trigameos. Join Modern Chess Academy. You will get much better education on that. That's where the real skills will be created. So he played knight d5. That's a tricky move, another one compared to a3. And he responded with bishop c5, c3 makes sense, and d6. It is definitely a passive approach, guys. This allows me to go with d4 breakthrough, and I get the space in the center. So that definitely works out well for me. He has a couple of options. Knight d5, he took it. D takes c5 is fine, but apparently there is something better, which is e takes. And surprisingly, it's fine, because after this check, I've got king e2. It's good to know. If this check, I have it under control, and now when the knight moves, I have got queen a4 check, and I'm taking the bishop, winning a piece pretty much for nothing. So yeah, taking it with the pawn was the best shot, apparently. That's good to know. What else does he have? If he goes bishop b6, we were planning about bishop g5. Seems like it is a correct direction. And bishop a5 would not work out well because of knight d2. Now my king is safe, and I would love to take it on f6 with the bishop. So let's say any kind of knight d4 would lead to queen a4, knight c6, and even long castle ideas are quite severe. And the pressure is building up. Let's say something like castle would lead to knight c4, bishop b6, e5, and he's just getting busted in the center of the board. So after knight d5, I took. Knight here, c takes, queen takes. We traded off the pieces. For now, like normal moves, quite smooth ones, nothing extraordinary. Rook e1, I played this just because after knight b4 I wanted to tuck the bishop back on b1 if something. Bishop g3, I really would love to go for some f4, h3, etc. And this idea is interesting. Now he has a worse position because I have a chance to go bishop f2 or bishop h4 followed by h3, g4, f5, and this pawn storm will be on the way. We take on a7, and he missed the fact that rook is getting trapped. My plan is to bring the king somewhere there. So he really wanted to prevent it. Let's say if he tries to move like knight c6, I can just go into any of this direction. I'll win an exchange and the game respectively, I hope. And here, okay, I can just take the knight, and it is winning. Interesting, tricky line. Okay, moving on. Oh, good job. Okay. Rook endings are always tricky to play though. What is the biggest weakness part of 2200 positional understanding? Frequently they make mistakes about exchanging the pieces, when and what to do. I have noticed that into the endgame transitions they also struggle. They don't really feel the positions well, which endgame is okay, which endgame might not be. Guys, the account is created on 31st of March 2026. I cannot play, especially the name like that, therefore I'm just going to abort it. Might be a fair person, but genuinely I don't care. because I don't want to see the accounts like this. It's high chance of cheating, like super high chance, and no one will ever figure out who is that guy as well. So going back to the topic, endgame transitions, strategy understanding, and I would probably work a bit more endgames as well. This is the most common problems what I have seen whenever playing against 20. Good morning, happy wipes. Let's have a look. His account, Psycho OOY. Oh, he has Blitz and Rapid as well. Okay. I think it's all set. Let's try Knight of 6. Let's play the Slav defense. I need ways to go from ELO 1100 to 1500. Happy wipes. Sign up on our academy, please. Thank you for the follow. modernchess.academy. You will get the best of the best education, whatever you needed right now. I expected it would be the Slav exchange. Usually that's what people do when they play against high-rated players and they are okay to make a draw. But there are some lines which can fight for the edge. Hopefully he's going for one of those. Bishop here, we can go with e6. This looks like a symmetrical-ish position, equalish and so on, but it's still, there is a game. I can tuck the bishop and go to this direction. I'm okay to trade these bishops off. Seems like he's fine on that as well. Let's go bishop g6. He's playing relatively fast as well. I bored. I was 2000 Blitz, because I don't play it much. When I back to play, I became 1700. Yeah, Blitz has this, that if you don't play frequently, you might just drop your level on spot. Like, you might not even realize how did it happen. As a Slav defense drawish opening, how do you make the chances? Well, it's not a drawish opening, it still has some life, but this c takes d5 is difficult to handle, objectively speaking. I have some hard time playing for the win against these structures, so yeah. It's exactly the case that you need to play a lot of games to get back in shape. I have seen the occasions about myself that, for instance, back in a couple of months ago when I used to play more actively, I had the rating, not on this account, my hidden account, I think 3022 or something like that. And now I even struggle to get to 2900 because I need to play a lot of games to practice. So you can see how difficult it might be sometimes. Alright, what do we do? I can make a castle. I'm fine with that. Georgi, ქართულად არ ვარგა? ქართულად არ გამოდის, კარგად, გიორგი ირაკლი. სამწუხაროდ ვერ მივიღეთ ის, რაც გჭირდებოდა. თორე დიდი სიამოვნებით. Problem is position versus very balanced. There is no imbalance. I agree with you, GG. I'll try. In exchanged variation, it is balanced, but other ones could be full of fight. Probably not the best example that my opponent definitely is eager probably to make a draw the way he is playing it. And you should never be playing like that with the white pieces especially. It's kind of the crime of generation, if you would ask me, but it's just, it definitely is a crime of generation. But okay, well. And then people have their own goals. We should respect it. What do we have now? Let's think about it. Fighting for an edge. Let's say we're fighting for an edge. Can I just take it and activate the queen? I think I can go for it. Let's go with queen d6. We're going to play dry position. ძალიან ცუდი, მაგრამ წარმატებები. მადლობა გიორგი. იმედი მაქვს გამოსწორდება რაღაც პერიოდის მერე. თქვენ ქართული სტრიმებიდან თუ მიცნობთ. Universal Man, thank you for the follow. Let's go rook c7. We can try to bring the rook. მაშინ გეცოდინებათ ყველაფერი. არ გავაგრძელებ მომენტს. How about rook c7? We stabilize the pawn. I might consider pushing e5 actually. მადლობა გამოწერისთვის. e5 is on my radar. b3 is a smart move for him. Do I have b6 ideas? He takes. I take this one. Captures. I take here. Looks like a blunder to me though. Or does he have? Pawn takes. I take. Is there 96? No. Take it. b6 doesn't work either. Knight b7 would lead to this. I think he just blundered. Knight d4 was unexpected. What is the first imbalance I should look for? By the way, you can't even imagine how frequently I have played these try positions, because I've played against many people which have lower rating than me. And almost exclusively 80% of the time I'm facing that. And eventually I just got some experience how to deal with it. And it's just, there are some options for black to push for the win on the queen side. Like doubling up the rooks and so on. Several motives, like you need to trade off the dark squared bishop in time. You need to look for e5 breakthroughs when white has extra champion going after your whole queen side as well. There are some little twists that if you master it, you're going to do very well. I would love to trade the knights off, because that's clearly the main source of his advantage, right? So let's just go after this. Of course, my main goal is to take this pawn if you allow me, but I don't think anyone will allow me that. Yes, this is the best. Yes, knight d4 he missed it, clearly, based on how he continued. Thank you, Moise, for the follow. What about their level? Are they good? 2200, Sash, that's what you're asking, I assume. I can try to park the queen on annoying square. And it is very annoying though. d4 pawn. Thank you, 10, for the follow. Domenico. Not on this stream. I will host a special one for that. So now some pawns are under attack. This. Okay, queen coming here was expected move. But what if I activate the rook? I can try to go here first, and right after he takes it, then rook c2. It might have more firepower. Possibly. I can go here as well. I can try right away. Is he going to play rook c1 if I do that? Potentially, I don't really like it. So let's just chase the queen away and then go for rook c2 so I get the access to the d4 pawn in case it's needed. I am giving up some pawns on the way, but for the sake of activity, might be fine. Yes, players against you. 20... Okay, depends on what rating are we talking about, but for instance, against 22 or 2300s, I have high percentage of the victories, if we take it that way, overall. Why not Rook C8? Rook C8 was definitely a possibility, and I could go for it, but Rook C6, I want to have the access to the D4 pawn, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason. I want to kick the queen out so it doesn't protect the D4, so I can take it with the queen. It's more important pawn than B7 or A6. Now, do I have these? Let's say knight takes, queen takes. It might go there. Nothing direct. I can just take it and capture here too. And that's when he's going to take here, I assume. Let's think for a minute, shall we? I can grab with the knight as well. Let's just calculate. If he takes, I take it back. And this pawn is also under attack. Takes with the knight, it's game over. He comes here. I can take on h3. I think I'll take this direction. Let's take knight f2. Rook here. Do I take it? Can also take this as well, just in case. Let's have a look carefully. Very well. What's going on here? Just capture. Comes up with the king. Difficult actually. I go here, he comes there. I can give a check. Sorry, queen h4, but he takes. Knight f2 goes down, and I'm getting low on time. Might be the biggest downside of it. Yeah, I'll just take this. I think I don't get a chance to push for more. I definitely missed some moves in the calculation. Let's bring it up. So we attack the knight. This is Jiu-Jitsu chess. Exactly. Nina Vers Madlova gamceristvis. Thank you for the follow. Here we can take it. We will have a look at everything, guys. No worries. Spider-Man, Gamarjoba, Madlova gamceristvis. So we go for the check and take some pieces. It's my pleasure, Trigameus. And we won. He resigned. We're taking the full house, guys, because if he takes it, we're gonna play here and take everything at once. Let's have a look at it, because there was some interesting moments, I would say, right? Because it looked a bit like a puzzle. The tricky option, right? So Let's have a look. Just a moment. I'm sure there were a couple of questions, right? Free knight and so on. You all said it. Let's have a look. So again, this Slav defense exchange, not a favorite, but sometimes we have to do that. In 2202, by the way, the question is how to improve. How much time should I invest? Trigger Mills, it's like maybe it's the first time you're joining, that's why I'm talking about it over and over again, actually, that just join on the Academy. Is just $10 per month. You get 1 day free access, so you can have a look at it and decide. I talk about every single detail, like what you should do on Monday morning, Monday afternoon, Monday evening, Sunday, Thursday, before the tournament starts, after the tournament starts, what supplement you need to take, how to prepare against your opponent, how to check out the opponent, like absolutely every single detail is explained there in dot by dot PDF file. You can just download it as well and just have it like a cheat sheet. Everything is there. Just have a look at it, please. modernchess.academy. 92 e6. I have never seen something like that explanation. That's why I have created a long time until I designed it and got to that answer. Yeah, and you just get 1 day free. You will have a look at it. It's a free trial. And based on that, just join up. It's new, by the way, so the people will be coming up. It's still new, so we're gathering. Only this price will be for the 100 members, first 100 members. Queen d2, bishop g6. The courses are like 26 different courses, over 300 videos. Like almost anything you name it is there. Bishop g6. I would like to highlight why I go bishop g6 rather than taking here. Usually when you take this bishop and after knight takes here, you go bishop g6. This is not good, because when the bishops get traded, that's my main goal, he's going to put the knight on d3. If you have seen these similar structures, you would know that having the knight standing on d3 is not good for us. It's actually the best placement. White is going to play b4, a4, b5, and white gets everything needed on the flank. So after queen d2, just bishop g6, right before the knight gets the access to f4 square. Say if bishop d6, I could take on d3 first, and the queen ends up there rather than the knight. So this is one of the detail how you can try to squeeze something out of these little details. So we go for castle a3, bishop takes, queen d6, and usually the main counter attack is to break through with d5. I've seen a lot of people just putting the knight here. We go with rook c7. We're waiting for the right moment to go for rook c8, knight e4, or e5, and you will be a bit surprised how many tactical opportunities actually arises out of nowhere in such structures. So after knight c5, here, of course, it was just a blunder. I got everything what I wanted in the structure. So e takes, and we go queen f4. Rook d1 and knight d4. Yeah, there was no tactics. And here we had some questions, right? Queen f6 was good. It still says that rook fc8 is preferable. You know, I really wanted to bring the rook up. And what do I do on f3? Knight g3, knight f5. Probably it was the easiest of all. And what's the difference between playing rook c6 or rook c2? If I go for rook c2 right away, here I will tell you what my goal was. Let's say he plays something like this. I didn't like this move. I cannot really take on f2 right away. At least that's what I thought of, but we actually ended up playing exactly the same. And I don't want to trade off the rooks. If I do trade it, I would like to have my queen standing on d4 at the end. So we kick the queen out from there, so it no longer protects at d4, goes here, and now we play rook c2. But I noticed that after rook c1, Originally, I wanted to go for this setup, but surprisingly, Queen a6 is just super good for him. He protects the d3 knight, pawns are well covered as well, and it doesn't look like I have a good follow-up either. So, and here Engine is saying I need to go rook e2 as one of the moves, but knight f2 is the second line, which is good enough as well. We go for this. It's a cool looking move. If he takes it with the knight, it is a checkmate. If he grabs on c2, we are happy to take on d1. And again, it's good that his queen is not there, so queen d4 comes very handy, which looks amazing. If he goes rook f1, here guys, some of you were mentioning some moves like queen d4, for example. Queen d4 looks tempting, but I didn't like rook f2. What do I do now? If rook takes f2, knight f2, I'm down a piece. If I take on c1, knight takes c1, this check would lead to this and I'm down a piece. So that just doesn't work. If I try to take on d3, my queen is going to be under attack, which is not ideal. I wish I could get 3 pieces, but I noticed that after rook c1, he goes rook f1, and that's not something I'm looking forward to. So we actually made a correct decision. Knight h3 was alternative, so is rook c1. Rook c1 apparently is the best move. If I take knight h3, it looks tricky, because if he goes g takes h3, it's just checkmate, right? And that was one of our idea, but what to do after king h2? Now both of them are hanging. I tried to spend some time calculating queen h4 now, looking for potential knight jumps and maybe some checkmate ideas, but it did not work. Let's have a look at the details. Such as, in case of queen d4, he takes this, and I can't even take the knight. I thought that I would just try this, perhaps attack, so on. Queen f7, and I'm getting mated. I didn't have enough time to explain all this because I was getting low on time, but whenever you see me being quiet, especially if I have my hand on my mouth like that, just this is like a deep pose of the thinking, so I'm going through these variations. If I take with the rook, I'm just getting mated. So I can't go for that either. Alright, what is another one? I can try to move the knight maybe back, but that leads to rook c2 and nothing. Queen h4 was worthy alternative. And this took me the longest to calculate and evaluate, because whenever he takes it, let's say I go for knight f2, goes there, there's no mate, and if I try to take this or go knight g4, we're facing the same problem. Queen takes f7. Rook takes and rook here. This mate is coming out of nowhere. That's why here we made the best decision by playing rook c1. And the catch here is that whenever, if he takes it with the rook, I can take on d3. And if he takes it with the knight, there I have plenty of options. I can take here, I can just take here probably, but queen f4 was interesting as well. Why? Because if he takes it, I grab the knight. And if he goes for knight d3, which looks like a logical approach, I go knight takes h3. And whenever he captures, I'll give a check. I'll take on h3 as well. Here, let's give one more check, and I'm taking the full house. Like, I took every single pawn pretty much in his camp, and it definitely guarantees me the victory. So he called it a day and just resigned. Maybe he could look for some other options as well, but it was quite an interesting battle, I would say. Any questions or thoughts, guys, you're having? Let's put the music back on. Thank you, Essence, with me for the follow. Სამეთესი არის მიზანი. კი ბატონო, სამეთესი. ალბათ ვერ მივალთ, მაგრამ ცდით. რაც შეიძლება მაღალ. YouTube-ზე რატო აღარდებ ვიდეოებს? დაასრულდა ეგ დრო, არჩი. დაასრულდა. ქართულის განსაკუთრებით. აი, ბოლო სტრიმებს რო ჩაუჭდეთ, მიხვდები. რა. ქართულს. Thank you for the follow. Guju, hi Ibrahim. How do you build your mentality starting from young age? That firmly depends on the coach helping you to get a good mentality. It is essential to fight till the end. and don't make some inappropriate and naive decisions. Let's say some people I have seen are okay to make a draw against high-rated player. That grows you as a weak person. You will not be able to win the last games on demand in the tournaments whenever it is essential. And overall, it's very important to fight till the end. Even though, basically, I would say that if there is one skill which every kid must have in order to improve, is learn how to deal with the defeat. If you know it, if it hurts for everyone. But only chess professionals can come over and try to focus in the future and do something about it. Not like just because one person loses one game and throws away the second one, then the third one, and so on. This is completely inappropriate. So that's why it is essential to learn how to deal with the defeats. That's the catch. That I would say is the most important. Second is not fearing against high-rated players. Being able to deliver whatever is needed, fight the same way compared to when you play against low-rated players as well. This is essential tool. And participating frequently against high-rated players to get into the rhythm. But it is essential to not end up in the group where you actually mostly lose the games or get like a 0 points or something like that. That will be so demotivating. But if you get like 2 or 3 points out of 9, it is good enough. I was 5 years old when I started playing. Thank you, Mahmoud, for the follow. Thank you, K. Dot. Ibrahim, რამდენ წლის იყავი რო დაიწყე ჭადრაკი? ჭადრაკი დავიწყე 5 წლის როცა ვიყავი. Sometimes, guys, I'm responding some comments in Georgian, that's why don't be surprised. Gio, ბევრი წარმატება. დიდი მადლობა, Nina, გაიხარე. HC3, let's go for the castle. We play knight d7. Aziz, Arek, thank you for the follow. What distinguishes Magnus from others is that he knows how to deal with loss. Magnus, actually, I'll tell you, is not a good example in this case. Magnus is a different breed. He actually, I don't believe he has a natural talent. But let's put it that way, guys. When you are like 5 years old and your sponsor is Bill Gates and your coach is Garry Kasparov, do I have to continue? It's like, if you don't get good at chess, you are a failure. Like, you're not just a random failure, you are world-class failure. You should not be doing anything in your life, actually. World-class, elite-level failure, actually. So, with all due respect for everything, and when you don't go to school, actually, you don't really waste that much time when almost all the kids are going consistently, getting tortured for a couple of hours daily, taking all the energy out, and so on, and you just don't even go there, like, and that's how all the top grandmasters are right now. Come on, guys. How can a regular kid improve that fast? SNP, thank you for the follow. Hello, go down. Hello, JJ. GM, რო გახდე რამხელა რეიტინგია საჭირო. 2500-ია საჭირო GM-ობისთვის. ახლა გვაქვს 2406. ასე რომ ვეცდები მოვიმატო. Let's go for rook here. We're trying to put up the pieces into the center. Filme წლის ვარ და გვიანი ახლა დაწყება. Basic-ები ვიცდა 1000-ელო ვარ დაახლოებით. რა რეიტინგამდე გინდათ მისვლა? Wasn't fair. Kasparov didn't stay with him for long, but you're right, all his time playing chess. Okay, guys, let's take 2 examples, alright, since we have discussion on that. A regular kid which goes to school, parents are pushing to actually study, goes to school at 7 a.m., is there, or 9 a.m., roughly, let's say 5 or 6 hours he's there. Coming back home, minimum 2 hours preparing for the homework. So 8 hours of his day. When it comes to the competitions, frequently the parents either are not interested in chess to teach them, or they cannot afford to take the classes, or the kid goes into 5 different sports at the same time if the parents have the money. 5 different sports at the same time. Okay? So when the kid goes on 5 different sports at the same time, and he just goes to chess, let's say 2 or 3 times a week. And take another example, which has a huge sponsor behind his back, doesn't even go to school, any tournament he chooses he plays. Do you call it that this guy is more talented than another one which goes to the school frequently? I mean, come on. How do you even compare it? It is unfair. That's what I'm talking about. So I have seen some quotes that maybe this kid was more talented, that's why he managed to go there. No, it all comes from these little details, which changes everything. That's how it goes. Let's maintain pressure on that as well. That's why when parent just comes and says that not everybody is going to become Magnus, obviously, that makes sense. But these people haven't gone to the school normally. They didn't go to the universities or national service into the military, or they didn't really have to do the coaching as a side job there to provide for their families and so on. They had sponsorships all along from the early stages. So the difference is that this kid which goes to the school spent the same amount of time and energy, but in different aspects, but the other kid put it all into chess because the parents were determined. I can't say that the kid was so motivated and so on. I don't believe in it. Like, the kid at the age of 5 decides what to do. Like, come on, grow up. It's what 5 years old kid decides, and some talent out of nowhere coming up. No, talent in chess will be like, for example, if you do hard work from very young ages, you get all the support and so on, you might go up to 2750 rating. And if you are talented, you can go to 2800. That's it. That's just my opinion. What do you think, guys? Kasparov didn't stay with him for long. Kasparov didn't, but many others did, right? So stuck because of university, it's not fair. I mean, yeah, you understand it, right? You go to university, all this, but how about that? How about them? And then you're trying to compare yourself into something. Come on, guys. You can't just go to university, do all this stuff, and become like elite level chess player as well. By the way, for the reference, I got my bachelor's degree, I got my master's as well. I got the professional education into how to be a chess coach. By the way, I was lucky to have a sports university in my city, where I have got a special education into coaching faculty, specifically how to be a chess coach. 2000 რეალური იქნება, 2000 ონლაინი კი ბატონო შესაძლებელია, უბრალოდ რაღაც პერიოდი დაგჭირდება. თუ ქართულად გინდა სხვათა შორის, ბევრად უფრო კარგია რა. ჭადრაკი წერტილი.com ჩაწერეთ და შემოუერთდით Telegram-ის ჯგუფს. Makaridze, madloba gamწერისთვის. You're right, like I want to improve my chess skills, but I don't have time because of not only time, you don't even have the energy anymore. Thank you, GB, for the follow. Could it also be that he got so much support because the Western world wanted a champion who is not Indian, Russian, or Chinese? Was he the perfect poster boy as Norwegian? No, actually, like that perfect poster boy was like Karpov back in the day. That was like face of the Soviet Union. That is by far probably the best example what we can take. But on the other hand, it's just, how to say, almost anybody. Just check out all top grandmasters for those who have 2700s right now, or more 2750 or so. How was their child? Just read the biographical details. And you will quickly understand that Even if you have this success on early stages, your own federation can try to take care of you. That is actually a huge benefit, guys. So let's say you won some junior championships somewhere and you're already quite good. So people will be like, okay, well, you know, we need to support this kid and do whatever is needed. So you should really try your best to do something very important so early in your career. By the way, let's just focus on the position, shall we? Because I haven't said a single word about this and I'm just making the moves. Just a moment, guys. Let me focus on that as well. Not everyone fights under equal circumstances. Exactly. It's unfair. But on the other hand, I mean, you can't call it the parents spend some time, money, resources to develop their kids. So you can't really claim that it's unfair to some degree as well, right? Can we go after this queen? Looks a bit awkward there. Can go 94 as well and maybe jump here too. Which, objectively speaking, doesn't look that bad. Can I try bishop f5? Can probably try this as well. Yeah, I really would like to have the knight standing on e6 square. Teši dahloj trandeni tronda taut mo. Aplovi to risati. When you learn anything, when you have Schindler, you can't forget it easy. That's another point. We also see it with the tennis. Okay, here we go. So it's not only in chess, guys, right? How about we start harassing some pieces, actually? Isn't it time? Let's just say hi to this guy. Also, whenever I move the rook away, I just want to make sure that the knight is well guarded. Are you hacked? M, you actually wrote it many times, this question, I remember. Привет, твоим Академия обучения на английском долго? Да, к сожалению, да. Долго на английском. Там видеокурсы есть, но все на английском. I'm thinking you're slowly forgetting Georgian. I kind of do. I rarely talk. Here, I don't talk to anyone in Georgian. Wherever I live, so don't be surprised, guys, if I will hit a huge accent at some point in Georgian. We have to prevent that. There we go. So let's say hi to this guy. Here. Thought if I would activate this bishop as well there. Why not? Or do I have a chance to do something with the queen, though? I don't know, but let's just keep harassing the queen. Do we have this? Wait a moment, I might have had the g5 earlier. Let's say I go here, he comes down. And I might be able to trap the queen somehow. Can we try this move? Looks legit to me. He can't take because of this. But hang on, wait a moment. Let's do it this way. First, let's attack the queen. And I can move the rook farther. So we don't really want to give it up for nothing. Thank you, Ishav, for the follow. How many years have you been in UAE? 5. No, not 5, sorry. Almost 4, 3.5. C5, why? You meant G5, I assume. We'll have a look at it. I think I made a mistake. I was supposed to play G5 here, guys. In this position, and a Queen G3, then Bishop D6. It would have been a killer. But okay, let's just keep going, because position, in any case, looks amazing for us. We have some threats. I'm 28 years old. Kartveli Kharki bata. So yeah, this is how it works, guys. Not everyone fights into equal territory, so then you call someone, oh, he was talented and he managed to go that far. No, he wasn't talented. He was just a regular kid which was interested in chess. Just they had a proper management, they did things properly, and that's it. It's much better to be good at something, really good at something, rather than being like okay or normal into several things altogether. So that affects. I can try something like this, I believe, and then G5, G4 will be on the way. Or I can just grab the pawn and start. Yeah, I'll just take it and I will cash out. E5. Okay. How do we handle that? If I take it with the bishop, he wants to take rook d5, or what is the idea? Okay, then I take this and nothing. Let's just take it. He might start with this. Then we take here. Yeah, I really would like to take this guy. I think it is mandatory. And we took several pawns, actually. Took very important pawns as well. Hvით ნასწავლი ხარ? არა. ნასწავლი არ ვარ. Rook d4. We can maneuver the bishop into a better square. Just take it. But let's just try this. I think it's better. Takes, queen takes, so we can have the queen more actively placed. Queen d5 looks tempting. I wouldn't mind making the exchange. No, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. He's dropping the rook. So if he moves the king away, I can go bishop d6. Can he trap the queen with bishop e7? We must check it out right now, actually. I think I had the opportunity. And we need to see. Hi, coach. Good job. It's Loft. Hello, Loft. How are you doing? Thank you, thank you. We are gaining some rating points in Rapid. Asol ინგლისურად რატომ საუბრობ? ეს ინგლისურენოვანი სტრიმია. აკადემიის ინგლისურენოვანი, ქართულიდაც არის. ჭადრაკი.com, ჭადრაკი.g, ყველა საიტი ჩემი გაკეთებულია. 38 ვიდეო კურსი მაქვს გაკეთებული და წლების განმავლობაში ქართული ჭადრაკისთვის ვცდილობდი განვითარებას, მაგრამ ბოლოს დავიღალე რა. უბრალოდ დავიღალე. არაფრით, არაფერი არ ხდებოდა და მაგით დავიღალე რა. Just we will check out right now the game. So, b3, bishop b2. Actually, I used to play this variation myself for some time. It's interesting, but No, not something that you can play for a long term. Like easily equalizes. გადახედეთ, თუ პირველად ხართ ჭადრაკი წერტილი G, ჭადრაკი წერტილი com, YouTube-ზეც ჭადრაკი. უბრალოდ შეხედეთ და მიხვდებით, რომ ძალიან ბევრი გავაკეთე ქართული ჭადრაკისთვის. Queen c2, bishop h7. By the way, I'm wondering where should I put the bishop. I can play on e7, I can play on d6. I think both of them look fine. I think both of them look fine. So here c6 and knight d7 coming up. Let's say knight c3, short castle, d3, knight d7. By the way, I want to do something. Okay, do you mind if I give you the admin access on the channel? Here we go, queen c7. I think that was the critical moment of the game. You know why? I don't speak Arabic, and I see a lot of comments over there. So if something, you'll be able to help me, right? Not about the translation if something just goes wrong. Queen c4, I'll go rook d8. And queen g4. Bishop f8 is fine, but knight e6 is preferable, it seems. Yes, just a moment, K, I'll give it to you. Let's say I can go knight e6. Hello, Gokurbox Live. This is fine, but bishop f8 was really passive. I wasn't supposed to do that. Here, bishop f5, queen h4. And here, guys, remember what I said? What's the best move for black to play? I just said it right after we went back. Who was recalling it? To start to get over. Sure, just a moment. What was the best shot? How do I give the admin moderator? Is that it, Kay? Can you check it out? Yep, that's it. Thank you, Kay, for your help. Appreciate it, man. By the way, what's your name, though? Like, I always call you Kay. G5. Yeah, and I just trapped the queen. Damn it. I just noticed it one move late. One move late. საქართველოში ხარ ახლა შენ თუ აბუ-დაბიში? მირატებში ცხოვრობ დიდი ხანი. G5. Yeah, and we're just trapping the queen. Damn it. You don't like K? No, I'm just curious. You just have K or have a different name? K. It's okay. We will call you K. Done. And he doesn't have knight e5 because I'll take it, and when the pawn takes, the pawn is pinned. Ah, that would have been better. Queen goes there, check, comes up. Rook escapes. I was looking at the options like g5, but couldn't really count with anything. Bishop f4 is probably possible, but takes. You can call me Khalil or Muhammad. Muhammad probably. Or just let's keep K. K is cool. It's unique as well. Yeah, he can't really defend it properly. Everything is falling apart, and he really doesn't want to play rook a1 either. You're close to the position where I think bishop e7 was a trap. A g5 was a trap, not bishop e7, guys. Because he goes there. You know where I made the mistake? Here playing bishop e7 was a mistake, because the moment I leave the rook, the queen goes away and we go bishop d6, the queen gets to h4 and he's going back and forth. And I don't have g5 now just because I left the f8 square for the bishop, which was protected. So if you think about it here, it's the same. Like, he has g3 or h4 square. Your same country of Quara? Yes, correct, Ibrahim. You meant after he took the knight? No, h5 is, h6 is there. I can't, if I go for something like g5, he goes there, and if I play this, he has some squares, such as e4, let's say. He can escape over. Thank you, Monsieur Loic, for the follow. So I just took it. Now we couldn't trap the queen, but we did properly, and at the end got some nice victory. Okay, let's keep it up. Guys, don't forget to subscribe the channel, follow, share, whatever, all the good stuff if you enjoy the content, and join modernchess.academy. Only for the first 100 members we will have that price. Over 26 video courses, 300 videos, openings, middle games, end games, absolutely everything you can think of, weekly training programs, and you get a 24 hours free trial, so you can have a look at it if it fits you well and make a decision based on that. Christopher, thank you for the follow. c4, I think I'll take this one. I can exchange and push the pawn forwards. I have a good feeling about this structure. Maybe we can go here. Well, let's push f5. Aha, that is his big plan. He just would like to go after my rook. So if I go knight f6, he goes here. Do I want to give it up? No. I have an option of taking it, but you understand that I really don't want to do it, right? So h6, let's say. So you have knight d5, I take, he grabs it. Perhaps king here, he takes it. Do I have a chance to trap the knight? Bishop e5 later. Yes, he will take. Go here. I think I can't trap the knight. If I can't trap the knight, then there is only one way to play. I'm gonna take this guy. I really don't want to, but, you know, sometimes we should do whatever we don't want. It's necessary. Now I can do what? I can play h6 and g5. I have the feeling that this is mandatory to kill the knight. And if f3, maybe I can consider knight f6, pawn takes, knight activation. His pawn structure is not good at all, actually, and we need to use that. Sorry, but what's your name? Name is Georgi. Should we develop it? There's a lot of Arabs in the stream. I don't know how. I don't know about it either, Ibrahim. Probably since I'm living in UAE, the location kind of sends the signals or something like that. Probably, I don't know. But clearly there is a lot of Arab. How is it going in chat? Okay, what are they talking about? Just curious. Let's go here. Activate the bishop. Wano, Madloba gam tseristvis. Crisp, thank you for the follow. Hello, Loom. Welcome. Middle East server. Yeah. Yeah, when we like you play. Let's go here. Yep, I can actually do that. I can try these as well. Try to trade off one of the rook. Potentially. This move was expected. I can take and develop the knight. Why you don't want Arab here? I mean, I'm not against it. Who said it? Did I say I don't want Arab here? Huh. I didn't say that. Do I activate the rook? Or I take it? Let's activate the rook, get to d7. I'd like to play with you. Lomi, whenever I have special streams for that. You're from Georgia. Ruffled Alarm. Good name. Okay. Okay. Let's see what he does. Now my bishop got some prospects. So is the knight. Maybe the pawn as well, actually. Let's go b6. This piece has got weirdly stuck. I already threatened to take it, just in case. I think with this pawn, maybe I can move the knight away, c5. You know, like some moves are in the air. Rafael, thank you for the follow. Can we take this direction? Not really. I think the knight needs to go there. Potential c5, potential bishop activation. Look at this guy over there. It's such a poor piece though. I like g4 now. If I move that, Ibrahim, the knight is jumping on f4 and I don't want to allow that. It will be a disaster. I push c5. So what does he do? If these I can take, probably on e5 he will choose. And the bishop survived though. I go knight c6. Or trade off the rooks. I have an idea. Let's go c5. What time in Georgia? I'm in UAE. Georgia, UAE have the same time. Currently it's 13:31. And now, even though I'm sure I have a couple of moves, I'll take this direction. I'll chop off the rooks, take the pawn. I'll probably try this, and I go bishop c4. He takes this, I grab here, and the knight is hanging. If he captures, I'll take it with the knight, and then I have enough time for everything. And if he moves the bishop away, I can try this check followed by this. Yeah, he didn't see that, probably. An easy task, I've got to admit, but still. And wait until the knight is getting activated. It will be a great damage. Let's give a check for once. Do you know Ahmed Al-Khatib? Yes, of course I do. So I can go here. But then he will attack the... He will attack it with knight, with the bishop, I believe, on f1. He goes g4. It's already giving up some material. King d7, I think, is right in time. So if he tucks down, I'm gonna take it, and if he goes here, the bishop will have some issues. So let's go here. We kick this guy out. And I'll take this, and we get some good amount of material. Finally, the knight is out. Thank you, Kay, for the support. All chat talk and you don't understand. I mean, I have Kay there, so if something, he understands. What is it about? But I really wish, guys, you to be speaking in English so I can understand what you're saying. It's kind of, how to say, it's a bad manner, whatever you're doing right now. And you know that. So let's use the bishop somehow. So he wants to activate his bishop. I'm actually very low on time. Let's push the pawn forward. We've got to do something about it. Kalmarcus, Salome. There's a fight in chat. Okay, we'll take care of it later. Now we have a tough position to handle. Let's move the king up. The main issue is my time. I'll go here. Salami and M. Might just activate the knight to the right direction. Let's... Oh, ho, ho, ho. These pieces are so bad. So weak pieces. We really want to take this pawn, and he just called it a day. Very good. We got a nice win. And play and read at the same time. It's difficult task, I agree. Okay, so we got 2653. That's nice. Let's analyze the game. Probably there were some interesting highlights. Let's say d3, knight c6, c4. We make the exchange. And go e4. I was wondering if I had some other chances, but knight d5 or knight b5 is really big, which is coming up. And we can't really handle that, no doubt. By the way, we went over 2650. We have 2653. So we're doing well. On the way to 2700. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, all the good stuff. If you enjoy the content. So let's go. Bishop takes c3 wasn't mandatory. I couldn't really trap the knight, even though I wish I could. Takes knight c7, this, and bishop e5 was the move which we considered, but there comes bishop g5 followed by this, and knight gets the access to c7. Yep. So I couldn't, so we took, which is a correct move, h6, g5. Now the spaces are fairly located. In case of f3, knight f6 was my plan, and if pawn takes something like this, which I believe he still was supposed to do, rather than playing something else. But okay, he went bishop e3. And we go for f4. f4, I looked at it. Okay, if he takes, I win the piece. But what if he moves the bishop? I get nothing. Forget some engine nonsense. Rook d8 was a nice classy move. If he makes the exchange, we could just walk towards the queen side without the castle, but still b6 was the right timing. c5 was good. And yeah, probably bishop c4 would have been better. And he might even have the bishop problems in the future though. So we take bishop c4. Yeah, that just looks good. And we had a really nice defense. If he chooses to go for bishop b6, we had the opportunity to take, and he couldn't really grab the knight just because the knight on h3 is hanging. So that wouldn't work. Otherwise, we're bringing the knight. Bishop g2 check, knight c4. It was a good defense, and the rest is just history. It really wants to take here, and after this king d. What king d8? h5, h4 of course is correct. Some nonsense engine stuff. Sometimes it's just too annoying, whatever nonsense the engine is talking about. What if we pin the rook? Oh, which moment about it? Probably was possible. Okay, moving on. Moving on, let's play next game. After the knight move, pinning the rook. Oh, I mean, trading off the rooks were fine. I was winning the a2 pawn, so no need. I couldn't really pin the rook. Where could I pin the rook? When I played knight a5 and pushed c5, he played bishop e5 and traded off immediately, so I never got a chance for that. Thank you, P, for the follow. Chill play and chill stream. Exactly. Tell him to join my stream tonight. Loom. Good luck on your stream though. Still hi, thank you for the follow. Are you becoming GM? Maybe. Siba რამდენზე კაჩავ. ვცდილობთ რაც შეიძლება მეტი. მაგრამ ახლა 6:53 გვაქვს და ვერავის ვერ ნახულობ. გულია უკვე თამაში. It's getting difficult to play, it seems, actually, guys. Finding the pairing is a challenge. But let's see. Let's wait a bit longer. Thank you, Gregory House. Madloba gamceristvis. Are you top 50 now? Probably not quite yet, but we need to have 2700 for it. Sam Nikon. Especially with the picture, so I think it should be fine. Close to 2500. Good rating. Oh, he plays the Alekhine. Let's go with e5. It is a rare variation. I'll play c4 and d4. Play something tricky against him. Capture and play knight c3. Don't talk with Georgian language again. So you don't understand anything from there. Getting close to 2700 deal. Well, we're still far away from it, guys, but at least there is a progress. I would like to go for a5, kick the knight out. You get a chance, so let's do it. Develop the knight. I'll go with the bishop here. Do you just play and learn chess, or you have a main work? Ibrahim, I work as a chess coach here in Abu Dhabi Chess Club. So that's my main work now. But feel free to join my academy if you are serious about improving in chess. Do we push d5? Get a5, a3? I'll go for it. Looks interesting. Knight a5, rook a3, and some possibilities of b4. Yep, let's lift the rook up. b4 is on the way. Watch out. Selmincon. Okay, if the knight goes back like that, I'll be happy to see it, of course. Do we start? Maybe you said it before, but who is the GOAT of chess for you? The GOAT of chess for me is a Georgian player. Nodar Lord Kipanidze is the GOAT of chess for me. Maybe some of you don't know, but you should definitely check him out. I can go b4, I can go h4, h5, I can do a lot of things. I'll start with b4, I think that's more appropriate. Let's put the knight here. I wouldn't mind getting the access to the c6 square. Good luck, thank you, Ibrahim. Georgi Madlova Gamuz. Coach, are you coaching in Abu Dhabi now? Yes, I work in Abu Dhabi Chess Club. Currently as well, yes, I'm doing coaching there. Knight c6 is not a joke, by the way. His pieces are terribly located. No, he spent some time grabbing some unnecessary pawns and he ended up into serious trouble. Seriously, or to support him? Seriously. How's your Elo FIDE? It is 2406 classic. Madlova Nika Gamuz. This is my account, I'm Joy, but made some changes. Ah, okay, Joy, now I see. Now I can figure it out. Yes, I still work in Abu Dhabi. It's really good atmosphere over there. Very happy with it. Thank you, Tite, for the follow. So I go knight c6, taking the queen. Okay, dark squared bishop, probably he was supposed to do. But now he has to deal with the other problems. His king is weak. Who's your new students? Abdo Ayman, thank you for the follow. I have players, all of them are the boys, from the age of 14 to 19, the main ones. I have some which are over 19 years old as well, but not so active students, and I work with them rated between 1600 to 2000 range. Okay, so we can just start marching the pawn forward. We can do a lot of things. Just what is the best way? I think first let's put the bishop into a good active square. Alright, that's the first step. Second step is to try to open up. I don't necessarily want to give away the e5 outpost though. I have a chance to hold it, I will do it, and I'm definitely going to play a 4 for that reason. Knight of Fate. We have a good position, but it's not finished yet, you know? He's trying to hold on to that, of course, as expected. So, what do we do now? How about we try to open up the files? That would make more sense, right? Especially it will help me for the attack. Are you Magnus? Quite far away from it, though. That move I was expecting sooner or later would be happening. Question is, how do we handle it? He doesn't threaten to take it yet. I go h5, let's say bishop here, I take, pawn takes. I must push the pawn forward. We need to open up the files, guys. It is a must. Now he wants to take. He's getting ready for it. If I grab it, is he gonna take it with the knight? I'm not sure, but how about we test it out? We take there first. Yes, if we trade it, e6 is weak as well, but all eyes on the h file somehow. Bring the rook will be good. Look at with the knight. That's a ballsy decision, because I have some options coming up. So just take it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's grab there. Ibash gaili xarmadloba senteza. The rook takes. Didn't want to trade, but I kind of have to. Alright, what's next? f5, bishop h5 is one of the options, but currently unavailable because of the bishop. How to make it work? You can try knight e4. You know, controlling some key squares. Activating the knight. I'll give it a try. Knight just looks better on this square. Oh, didi madloba Saba. Sachoqrebistvis. Thank you, Saba. Mr. Pre-move. Ladies and gentlemen, really good gentlemen. For those who are interested into improving chess, see the entertainment in Bullet. Don't forget to check out his account and follow him. That game used to be under the Blitz category in chess.com, but now has shifted to Rapid. Do you know the reason behind this? It is more like Rapid for sure, though, in Blitz, so I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that it even was part of Blitz in the past. How about we just forget about everything, bring the king up, actually completely shift the focus on the other side of the board. It's relatively good as well. Can you speak Arabic, Georgi? Unfortunately, I can't. Thank you, Radu, for the gifts. მხედარზე 3F5 მოდის ესეც. ჯერ დავასტაბილუროთ პოზიცია აქეთ მხარეს და შეიძლება ეხლა ლაზერის პლანზე შევდიოთ. იმდენად ცუდად უდგას ფიგურები. 50 გიყურებს. ოჰო, ჩვენიერი. Wait, is he actually planning to promote this pawn though? Not right here, buddy. Right here. Not gonna promote it. Say I attack. A2, rook b7 will be there. Knight c5, I can take it. Knight a5, he might try. At least the queen a7. You're not getting away with it. Let's go here. I need this pawn. He focused too much on the kingside defense, and he is supposed to that I can just shift my pieces towards the queenside and just grab the pawns. Დათაურუშა მადლობა გამწერისთვის. ძალიან კარგი. ერთი cake აიქნება. Let's go queen e3 and take the pawn, shall we? Working on queen c3 as well. That's actually more accurate, I would say. If he trades, I'm okay to exchange it. And if he moves the queen away, queen e3, and I'm just taking this pawn. And look at his placement of the pieces, guys. How bad it is. He can't shuffle them. That is a huge downside for him, though. Madloba, Saba, arginda martla, egitira arginda. Sakmarisi. Madloba. I feel with you when we speak Arabic. See? That's Georgian, damn. It is Georgian. Indeed. Let's challenge this queen, and this way we have guaranteed pawn. How badly stuck the rook is. Sheriff, thank you for the follow. I have a weakness. I have a lot of weaknesses. But it was quite nice, I would say, like all of a sudden shifting the focus towards the queen side, and he really thought that I was going to attack him on the king side and finish there. No, just move it around. Jigari Saba. შენსკენ რა ხდება, როგორ მიდის სტრიმების ამბები? აკეთებ, არ აკეთებ, ერთხელ შემოვედი, მხოლოდ არ მინახავს სხვაჯერ. დიდი მადლობა. Guys, მოიცე საბა, ადმინი მოგცე ბიჭო. იწამი. Okay, we traded off. ამას მორჩები პარტიას და გამახსენე რა. Maitza, mórče. Knight h4. What is this? He wants knight f5. How about we start with this f5 and then take it? So if he takes down there, he has some problems. Yeah, we need g4. What's the mother language in Georgia? We have our language, Georgian. He found an interesting move, knight h4, knight hop. Იმ შემდეგ ორჯერ გავსწრებ, მიდი გადავთამაშე მაგას. უი. ორჯერ, ფლად. ეგ არ აკეთებ ხოლმე ხშირად. ილია, მადლობა გამოწერისთვის. Nice to meet you. I have to go. Thank you, Ibrahim, for showing up and for your support. Hope to see you tomorrow on the other stream. 99 years old, 99 ELO, I can become GM by Friday. Hope many of these questions have been asked already. Deep, deep pockets. Yes, and the answer is no. I've heard these questions many times as well. That was a nice, clean way to cut him off the defense. Okay. Do I already win something? I want to win something. Okay, let's harass this first. Okay, we're getting low on time. Deși eu just remove Adam, hold şu adrese vakati Paul. Tournament's coming, gotta watch daily, Ponyo. Yes indeed. Tournaments are on the way. How do I win? Let's go with f5. g5 is also interesting, but let's go with f5. That was leading to bishop d7, and I don't think I could cash out from there, but I'll just try to play fast now. He's activating his knight, but or I guess I'm going. Yeah, let's put the rook on more active square. Well, this I'm gonna take. Let's bring the king up here. c5. X takes. We just want to open up the files. Let's grab this guy. I don't think he's saving this though. Should be finished. Don't we win the piece? I do, yes. Bishop b7, rook c7. It was a nice one. Let's just play quick to, you know, still little time in any case on the clock, but I think we put on the clinic. Anyhow, he resigned. Very good, 26:58. I think we killed him actually. I'm curious how we played the game, but it was nice. Sorry, Sadako. Let's do the analysis, check it out. That you never know with the people. Yes, there are some people which probably think the same. Nice. Thank you guys. Free everything, honestly. Bro. Okay, we got a quite high percentage as I see. Actually, that's nice. Let's have a look at the game because it was very interesting. Who is the best, Sindarov or Gukesh? I think Gukesh currently is better. GG's nice endgame, thank you. So let's have a look. We have played some strange setup. I don't know about bishop g7 being a good move. I know that a5 should be played, so since he allows me, we went for it. Logical approach. Knight f3, castle, bishop e2. Yeah, d5 was correct. I'm glad to know that. So we are giving up a pawn to play rook a3. Rook a3 was a classy move. We protected and b4 is on the way. He's in trouble though. So played b6, expected. Push, knight d4. It's like GG's already. Like knight getting there, knight here, h4, h5, and all for the cost of a pawn. Come on. Bishop takes, queen takes, f6. No, I think this part was good. It's fine. It's just, I'll tell you. The first move is h4 and it gives 1.2, and if you go f4 it gives 0.8, so it's fine. We went to h4, we want to open up the files. takes. Knight e4, king f2, classy. And now we're taking it already. Why is rook a1 a mistake? Unbelievable. Rook a1 is the first move, according to the engine, and it says rook a1 is a mistake. First time I see something like that. Maybe it's analyzed with the weak engine and it doesn't understand. Ah, okay, sorry. It's depth 13, guys. Don't take it as a grain of salt, please. Depth 13, even I'm playing better than that. Stockfish depth 13. It's like nothing. Queen c3, classy move. We're taking the pawn. Knight h4, he found a good move, actually. Trying to get some action coming on f5. Oh, this is a weak engine. So we go g4, preventing knight f5. He really wants to go for f5, but this is a killer, like... Back rank. Ah, okay, now I see. There was an error classifying the move. I just got the message on chess.com. So now I understand. Rook a3 is there and we're killing it. So he played what? Knight g6, takes, rook a7. I couldn't really win the piece, unfortunately. I really wish. If knight c5, the plan was to take it, grab on f8 and on d7 as well, but he went back, and if rook a8 he comes up, I cannot win the piece, like, it's not possible. So I played f5. We're just killing him, no play at all. If knight c5, I was ready to take it, pawn takes, and bishop f8. I was looking at that. And or rook c7, both of them. Yeah, rook c7 easier, actually. No need for bishop f8. Knight d7 tries to activate it. We parked the rook on such a flawless square. Just look at that, guys. Bishop can't get out, knight can't move, this knight can't move. It's such an awkward move. Look at that. He doesn't have a move. You know the king, queen, king, rook endgame theory? Yes, I'm confident I can probably beat the engine on that as well. Save on fire, we got this. Adke, thank you for the follow. And now he goes back. And the finishing blow. He probably was hoping that I would take this guy to... It was just last trick to get it, but rook c6, good enough, and we win the game. Very good, 26-58. Actually, we're doing great. Samo cik atsim, Alright, so what rating do we have? 2658. It might be all-time high for this account, so things are going fine. By the way, don't forget to follow Mr. Premove. And by the way, I need to give him the admin. I have a question, guys. What do you think about this position? Apart from f5, do you think there was something better than that? Eto, როგორ უნდა მოგცე მოდერატორი? ეს, okay. ჩვენით. They got it. King d5. You'll be 2987 after all the cheaters get caught. That's a good one. If all cheaters get caught, guys, I will definitely get 20, minimum 2800 I'll be getting, actually. It does think that f5 is probably the best shot, but why would I play bishop d3 in this position, though? If I go here, bishop comes up, and then it says f5, it changes nothing. Wait, could I actually do something like that? Knight c5, takes. Ah, this is the setup it chooses. And he's just stuck. I can't. He just has no moves, right? Ah, no, bishop a4. I just need to put him in Zugzwang. Let's say I go for something like this. This is a Zugzwang. No moves, it's a Zugs one. Nico madloba gamწერისთვის. Slide the rook, I knew it. You got this, GH. So he needs to give up the rook now. Only shot. And we take it, and that's pretty much all. Or he needs to play rook here, I take it and come. Wow. Engine is a killer, you know. Engine is a killer. Okay, so look guys, we are getting close to 1,000 followers on TikTok. For those who are watching and enjoy the content, please don't forget to click the follow. That will help me a lot, so I'll be able to link the my academy in the bio, so people can just click it and directly go on it without typing it and so on. TikTok just allows it right after 1,000 followers. We are close, so please click the follow button. For those who are watching on Twitch or YouTube, just click the subscribe, follow button if you enjoy the content. Ladies and gentlemen, we are improving our rating, 2658, less cheaters lately. Actually, that has a tremendous impact because we are playing fair. I have that feeling, so we can go farther and farther, which feels amazing. And it's been several streams I haven't faced any cheaters, or maybe we got better at detecting them on their account, so we don't even play against them anymore, so it's easier for us to just keep going. Anyhow, thank you VM for the follow. That will be it for today. Zigzag, Zugzwang is too hard to understand this. Yes, possible, but it was definitely, when he's out of moves, it was possible to get through probably Brahim still. Anyhow, whatever we chose apparently is the best, according to the engine in any case, so all set. Well, for those who are looking for a good improvement in chess, don't forget to sign up on modernchess.academy. Wherever you're watching, it might be in the bio, or there will be some clicks and so on, so you can just check it out. I have 26 video courses uploaded, over 300 videos about the openings, middle games, end games, weekly training program, how to prepare against your opponents, legends on the board, talk about very famous players, not the ones which you might even heard about, but there is a lot of good biographical and chess aspects as well. So just sign up. You get 24 hours free trial, so you can have a look at it, and it's just monthly $10. And if you take the yearly membership, you can even get it for as cheap as $7 or $8. I don't remember exactly how are the details there. $7 or $8. It is based on Telegram application. It's a group, and you will be getting access to everything. You can watch the videos with the desktop, you can watch it with the phone application, it doesn't matter, it works on both of them. You will have a general access to the general chat, so you can communicate with the other group members, whoever we have it here on this channel. Also, there's a special chat where you can ask a question, tag me, and roughly within 24 hours you will get the feedback from me. Maybe you have some question about something, whatever, I'll be able to help you. We have a special chat for the chess memes, chess puzzles, and many others as well. And potentially whenever we reach to a good amount of players, a good amount of number, then I'll be having some private meetings actually for the group members as well. You don't risk anything, sign up, you get 24 hours for free, and based on that you can make a decision. Chess.com Blitz rating on this account, we have 28 something, close to 2900, but the other one, I'll try to play more Blitz here to get the rating to 3000. In other one we have over 3000. Very good player, enable facecam online gaming, that will be really cool, Hero. It's a good player also. I know Kay is a good player. We'll be having the match, of course, whenever we'll be doing it with my people playing. Anyhow, that's all for today. Thank you everyone for joining. I really truly appreciate your support. It means a lot to me, and that's the reason why I keep going on regular basis. So I'll try to do another one tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, so feel free to sign up. Დიდი მადლობა ყველას გულშემატკივრობისთვის, უღრმესი მადლობა თქვენი მხარდაჭერისთვის, ვისაც გსურთ რომ დაგვაფოლოვოთ, გამიხარდება, ვცდილობთ რომ ცოტა მოვიმატოთ ფოლოვერები და თვალ საქართველოს დროით დაახლოებით 12 საათზე დღის შუა დღეზე شوخ بيت. Thank you everyone. See you around tomorrow roughly at noon Gulf Standard Time. For those who are in United Arab Emirates or Georgia, it's at noon at 12 o'clock afternoon tomorrow. Thank you everyone. See ya. Take care. I'll see you in the academy, Modern Chess Academy.